Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for being here with us. I was backstage with our guest. We were both having technical difficulties on both ends, but we got it together. So thank you, everybody, for coming in. Today, we are going to be speaking to an author by the name of Carrie Bovill. She has a book out by the name of Drawing the Sky, and she also did a previous book named In the Head of Me. So, without further ado, well, let me say hi to everybody first, then we'll bring her up. We have 10 people in here already. So, we got Mr. Broadstreet. How you doing, sir? How you doing? Can't stop, won't stop. We got Jigs in here, and we have Kenneth Wilkinson. Thank you guys so much for coming. And without further ado, let's please welcome Carrie Bovill. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I am well. It feels like it should be a Friday.
It's been that kind of week, you know?
So, how are you today?
I'm doing good. None of my computers are working, but that's okay.
I know I have like three, and I'm like I don't really like using the tablet. So
Mm,
yeah, me and technology aren't really the best of friends.
I'm usually a technology girl, but not today.
We have more visitors in here. We have Don't Hurt the Harvest, Living Out Loud, the podcast. My Renaissance grandma's in here also. Miss Boss Lady, Miss Shirley, the OG gardener, Sammy Joe. Wow, everybody's okay.
Good
So thank
morning,
you.
y'all.
I know, right? Good morning. Good morning. So tell us about yourself and your books.
Yeah, so good morning again. I'm Carrie Bovill. So the first book that you said in the head of me is actually Drawing the Sky is an extension of that because I let some friends read it and they were like, we need to know more. You leave us on a cliffhanger. So Drawing the Sky have more details. So I took that one off market and redone it and just put out Drawing the Sky that give out full more details.
Oh, okay.
But so the book is about God, family, sex, and love, words that usually people try to shy away from in the same sentence. And it really talks about my journey from my birth all the way up into my grad school graduation. And then it's a story of redemption and it's a story of like the mercy and the grace of God.
Hmm. Okay. So the drawing the sky, it's officially out now, right?
It's officially out now.
And where can we purchase this book?
Yes, you can go on my website. It's www.carrieboville, so CarrieBovill.com.
All right, I know that's right. If you guys want, I believe I put that in the description along with Facebook. Um, Let me see. So you said it's about your journey from in your life redemption. So what
Mhm. Yeah, so it starts at my birth. So my mom calls me her miracle baby. So my mom smoked crack cocaine with me the entire time she was pregnant. My grandmother rubbed my mom's belly every time she seen my mom and said, "In the name of Jesus." So I was born drug free, but my after birth of my mom's delivery was milk white. And that's not
mm,
normal. So the drugs surpassed my womb and went right into her afterbirth. So being born into like that environment of drug addicted parents, it talks about my childhood living in the ghetto. My brother was shot at 6 years old. I walked through that story. I was molested as a little girl. I walked through those stories. My grandmother was a pastor, so I walked through the stories of what it feels like to be a PK, what it's like to grow up in the church and all the church drama that happened when my grandmother died. I walked through those stories and I talk about when I was dropped off at school. My mom gave me $10 and left me there.
mm,
And school changed my life, but I ended up in an abusive relationship all throughout college. So I walked through my story of abuse. And then it just goes into like me transitioning into womanhood and how all of those factors and like experiences in my life have shaped me and has shaped my perspectives on what God is, what love is, what sex is, and what family is. So that's why it's a combination of redemption about God, family, sex, and love.
That's wonderful. That is one thing. I just want to say, I'm sorry you went through all this. And I seen on your TikTok you had your mom on there, and I was like, oh, because I didn't really know the full backstory. Everyone when I bring people to the panel, I try to figure out what their life and situations are about, so I can, and she was
Hmm.
dancing with the two books and everything like that. So I did see that. So
She's a powerful woman.
so blessings to you for overcoming all that. You went to school. You're a single mom as well. Um,
I don't have any children.
oh, you not? I'm sorry. I thought you had a baby on your TikTok.
Oh, those are like I have a bunch of nieces and nephews. I have three older brothers.
Oh, okay. I apologize. I assumed those were your kids.
No, I'm a single auntie.
Let's see. So what else? Trying to see to make sure we haven't missed any questions. Feel free to ask any type of questions. Thank you for sharing your story. And
I don't
so,
know if I'm supposed to be able to see these questions, but I don't.
oh, okay. To your right, do you see where it says comments? No, or
Yes,
anywhere? Okay.
gotcha. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, I see. I see. I see. I see.
Let's see. Call me Mr. Brosser was saying, you went through so much.
Yeah, and then when I tell my story, a lot of people say that, and like someone read my book and was like, "It's sad," and I'm like, "Get to the second part because it's not meant to make people sad. It's not meant to." When I wrote it, I felt an array of emotions, and I want people to feel those emotions. But it's really a story that ends well, and I don't want people to be sad. It's really about redemption. And if you know me, to know me is like I'm the jolly, jolly person in this space. So I want people to leave with like the perceptions of you can go through a lifetime of hurt and still have joy, honestly.
That's what. So, I was gonna ask you, like, what age, what inspired? Yeah, Big Booster
But
said, yeah, what inspired you to start writing?
yeah, okay, so this is a good story. So I was in grad school at Charleston Southern University in South Carolina. And I remember going to the class. It was an organizational leadership program, and the professor, I didn't like him. He was very arrogant, and I was just like, no. And we was reading his books to learn about different organizations, and he said something about poverty, and I just didn't agree with it. And so that very next day, it was a whole bunch of stuff that happened. But that very next day, I decided to like drop out of grad school. I told my professor at the time I had the flu, and I never went back to class.
Oh wow.
So I was driving home from Charleston back to Myrtle Beach, where I lived at the time, and India Arie's song "Just Do You" was playing. And I don't know if y'all know that song, but it's one of the lyrics says, "There's a story waiting for you to write it," and that just hit me. And then I got to my brother and his friends. Her name was Tay, and I was like, "Tay, I'm about to write a book." She was like, "Write the book." And I was like, okay. And then I moved to Atlanta to go to Clark Atlanta for grad school for officially. And I started writing the book then. Then a whole bunch of stuff that happened in the book, I'm not gonna tell you, happened. And I decided to no longer write the book and I wanted to work on a nonprofit for women. So I was at church, and I don't know if y'all know the gospel artist Travis Green.
Mm.
He was preaching at a young adult and college ministry service. I don't know him, he don't know me, and I'm at the altar getting prayed, and he looked at me and just told me to write the book. And that is what made me pick it back up and finish it. So literally true story, that is how the book ended. I read Just Do You. There's a story waiting for you to write it, that lyric in there. And then moving to Atlanta, starting to write, stopped writing, and then Travis Green prayed for me and told me to write the book.
Awesome, awesome. We do have another question. Living Out Loud, the podcast wanted to know, can you give us a short summary of your redemption?
Yeah. So my redemption was forgiveness. So I was on, I don't know if y'all watch, it's a show, it's a judge show. Um,
Mathis? No.
no, the DNA one, the lady.
Oh, okay. I've seen those. Yeah.
Paternity Court. And my dad, when I was 25, basically said that I wasn't his child. And so we ended up on there. And I didn't know how the producers emailed me. They emailed some lady by Sexy Red, but it came to my inbox. And so my whole intention was to forgive my dad. And so I would say my redemption started with that particular forgiveness because I blamed him so much of my life, of why my life wasn't what it was and why I went through so much hurt. And so I forgave him on that show, and that's when my redemption started. And then the traumatic experience at the end of part one of my book really made me start thinking about God, made me start thinking about love. And then I was shown love in a different way than I've ever like knew it before. And I had to learn to love myself again, and I had to kind of think about who God was to me. And that's when my redemption really started. And it was really forgiving myself, forgiving my father, then forgiving the people,
Uh-oh.
really like indulge in the love for myself.
Okay. That's an awesome story. It's
Thank you.
hard to forgive, like truly forgive someone,
hmm
especially immediate
And
family.
hmm and most people think forgiveness is for the other person, and it's not. It's for you. It's for you, the one that's walking around with the hate, and your own redemption is only gonna come through with you forgiving, loving, and moving.
Hmm. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just checking out these
hmm
comments here. Let me see.
Trying to do it on my phone is so awkward.
Let me see. Okay, so we are caught up. We are caught up. Thank you guys for asking the questions in here. Um, what was I about to ask? So you said the book is about God, sex, and love.
God, family, sex, and love.
Okay. And I'm surprised to see you. I saw you last night. Y'all was turned up. When writing, do you go somewhere quiet or do you just go at it?
um, I'm quiet. I'm usually alone, but my quietness is my aloneness. But I wrote my entire book listening to all of India Ari discography. So every chapter in my book was read listening to India Ari. So I usually put on music when I'm writing. So yeah, that's the process.
It has to be India Ari.
It doesn't have to be India Ari, but her music is just it's good background noise that I'm not really think like if I put on worship music, I'm gonna want to cry. If I put
Yeah,
on something else, I'm gonna want to dance. But her music is just solitude for writing for me.
yeah. I definitely understand that. If I play certain gospel songs and stuff, I think of my mom. I get to crying, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna get anything done. Let me
For
see.
sure.
We had a couple more questions. What's up, Tori? How you doing, sir? Living Out Loud, the podcast after dark, says she would love to have an autographed copy of your book. Can that happen?
Yes, so the plan, I only offer my book on my website specifically for that, because I want to sign every copy. I want to touch every copy that I send out to people. So yes, if you go on my website and buy it, your copy will be signed.
Awesome. That's awesome. That's good to know. Let's see. Karen's Little Gardens in here. Alvin. The music that inspired you is India Arie. Are there any other
hmm
musicians?
Oh, a lot. Also, my mom is a singer, and I grew up around music, so music definitely inspires me. Um, I'm a beehiver. Sorry,
You're a
but
beehiver?
yes, but
Hold on. So you have bees?
no, I mean I'm a Beyonce fan.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I was like, we have beehive community in here. So I was about to say, hold on now, wait a minute.
I wish, man. Listen, shout out to y'all beehivers for sure, beehivers. But no, so I listen to honestly, I listen to all music. I can listen to country. People be so thrown off and they get in my car and they hearing some country music. But the ones that really inspire me, like I'm hooked on like Jonathan McReynolds right now. The My Truth album, Perfection, Beyonce. Jacqueline Carr, Kiara Sheard, India Ari. I'm a soulful woman. So I'm into like the neo soul like
Mhm.
atmosphere. So yeah.
Let's see. Have you ever had writer's block, or how do you get over it?
Oh, for sure. I just take a break. So writing your own story is easier because it's just the stories that come back into your mind, but it's hard when you're trying to make sure that the transitions are well placed and well written. So I just take a break, I leave it, um, and I give myself as long as it takes for me to be inspired again or for me to recognize when I can start again or when the idea of the transition comes into my head. So yeah, give yourself a break.
Okay,
Hi,
so
Chris Brown.
I know. That's my friend from way back. What was I going to ask? Okay, so when did the first book come out? Like, what was the time frame between the first book and the second book? And then, do you have another book in the works coming out? This
So the first book was 2017. I took it off market. No, I'm lying. The first book was 2018. I took it off market 2019, and then the last one came out at the end of 2023. Yes, so I have dreams of I don't want to write another nonfiction. I want to write a fiction book. And I'm currently writing it. One of the character names is Phoenix Stone, and it's gonna be about Black women being the backbone of America, and it's going to be called Backbone.
all right now, all right. She already has it in play. So you guys, like I said, her information is in the description. It's what's your website again? Your name.
Name is Carrie Bovill. Website is www.carrieboville.com.
Mm,
And you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok. I'm at I am Carrie Bovill. At I am Carrie B, not the Bovill. Carrie B.
Our friend, the Everyday Life OCD is chick said, "Are there any other writers that inspire you?"
Yeah. So I don't know if y'all know. She's an older writer. Sharon M. Draper is like
Oh,
um.
wasn't
Wait,
me.
okay.
Okay, there.
Sharon M. Draper is like my dream writer. She was the first person that put me into a book. She wrote Tears of a Tiger. It's an old. I read it in middle school, and I
Mm.
remember that was like the first author that put me into a story, and that left me like in tears. So she also wrote the book Monster, which was extremely popular back in the day. So if I say if there was a an author that inspires me the most, it is for sure Sharon M. Draper. Do I
Sharon
have?
Indraper. Okay.
I do not have a YouTube channel. This you telling me I should get one?
Oh yeah. Let's see. Good morning. How did you plan for acceptance or rejection?
Mm, I didn't plan for it. It hurt. Um, I mean, currently I'm such at a space in life where I've recognized that no one really knows what they're doing. So I'm gonna do me and people can do them. If you like it, thank you so much for supporting. If you don't, and if you want to reject me, that's okay too. I'm not your person, you're not my people. So that's kind of how I'm very secure right now in who I am and what I'm doing. And I know it's not for everyone, so I just I just let it my grandmother used to say, let it roll off you like a duck in water. When they dip their head in water, you don't see it coming, you don't see it
Mhm.
rolling off of them, you don't see it. So that's kind of how I operate. I just let it roll off of me.
Yeah, you said a mouthful there. Everybody's not for everybody. A lot of us here are content creators, so
Hmm.
always constantly trying to gain subscribers. Like I say a lot, just be you. Like everybody's not for everybody.
For sure.
Everybody's not gonna like what you have to say. Yeah, just be you. Before
Did
writing
I
a book.
keep journals? Absolutely not. I have three older brothers. No. I am not a journal girly. I'm trying to get into it more to be conscious of like what I'm doing now. But before, no, this book was really So there's in therapy they talk about trauma responses from childhood, and most of the people that have trauma from childhood, they bury it and can't remember it. I say my gift and my curse was I remember everything from childhood for the most part, and I honestly think it's a gift from God, but sometimes it feel like a curse. So I didn't keep journals.
Okay, I'm gonna read two of them just because the chat is flowing. We got like 35 people in here. OCD said, "Have you been a good writer, or is it a skill?" And then Sammy Joe said, "First of all, I want to let you know that I am very proud of you. Walking back through your past is very painful. Would you do it again to be who you are today?" I'm
That's a
sorry,
good
it was two
question.
questions in one.
That's a good So the first one I think was, has I always been a good writer? No, absolutely not. It's a fear of mine. Reading out loud is a fear of mine. But my brother gave me the best advice when I started to write. He was like, just write, and then there's people that can fix that for you. And that's exactly what I did. Um, I think that I've been creative, and I didn't know that I had this skill of creative writing until I started writing my book. But I don't think I've always been a great writer. Um, and the other question,
Yeah, I left it up there for you.
will I do it again? Would I do it again to be who you are today? Um,
Yeah.
no. I no. I would definitely choose a different. I would definitely choose a different path. And yeah, no.
Chris Brown said Tears of a Tiger was great.
Man, listen, that is the tears, literally.
Let me see. Okay. Stay Hall, soft skills expert. I commend you on your courage and perseverance, Carrie. Continue blessings to you in your journey. Most definitely.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So, do you want to? Are you able to give us a brief rundown, like more of like what the you said the next book will be called Backbone?
Yeah, so it's very like new. I literally just named one of the characters Phoenix, and then I was writing, and then her last name came to me, and it's Stone. So basically, so my background is I have a bachelor's in criminal justice, and I wanted to study criminal justice because, as I said earlier, my brother was shot when he was 6, and the system screwed him over. And then my master's degree is in public administration, community economic development, and I'm in public service. So I work in higher education in my day job. And so being in the spaces that I'm in, I recognize so much, and I've got to learn different pieces of our history that's not taught at all. And then one thing about the civil rights is it was a lot of it was built with the black women that was making the suits, that was cooking the food, that was doing the traveling plans, that was making the signs. That was literally the foundation of the civil rights movement. So I'm kind of walking through a fictional story about a young lady that's searching for the history of her family. Her name is Phoenix Stone. And I don't know where I'm going from there, but it's going to be a story of Black women and how we've just been the backbone of this society. And I wanted to write a book like this is because I'm from Greenwood, South Carolina. I was raised there, not born there. And then when I'm walking in like Barnes and Noble, there are not many times that I'm seeing a common name that looks like me or someone that's from a place like me that's not attached to slavery, but that's also not attached to trauma. And so, as it's talking about us being the backbone, it's not going to be connected to trauma. It's going to be connected to like the strength and the redemption and the just like the hope and the power of Black women.
That is amazing. You are an awesome person. Let's see.
Thank
Shine
you.
on Carrie.
Y'all are so nice.
Ghostwriters, good morning. I'm sorry. Can you write it again? I'm sorry. It's not a full panel up here. It's just little old me.
I will help you, but I can't switch between the two.
Yeah, we were both having computer issues back here, and then she's on her phone. I'm on my backup computer, so
Yeah.
uh,
Sorry, y'all.
I
It's
don't.
Thursday.
Okay, I'm trying to see if he's gonna write uh, exactly. Know your.
It's
Like,
important. It's so important. Like my nieces and my nephews, like my oldest niece wants to be a architect, and I asked her what school she wanted to go to. She said HBCU. I said, you know, that's right.
let's see. Definitely awesome woman. Tech gremlins are at it again. All good, all good. I'm trying to see if Big Bruce is gonna write this question. She's gonna make me just really just scroll through this again. The nerve. Oh, there we go. Did you speak to a publisher or did you push the books independently?
I do independently. So in my day job, I'm an entrepreneur program manager. So I teach people about entrepreneurship. And so I did my research on traditional publishing and self-publishing. And I was like, I can publish my own book. And it was only because when I was researching, I wanted to ensure that I kept every single right to my book. And then I also am starting my own publishing company called Sky Publishing. And the whole intention behind that is to help marginalized communities produce and write and put out their own stories and still own them without having a company having the rights and telling you what to do with your own stories. So my whole goal is for us to tell our own stories and to keep those own stories so they're not tainted and they're not shifted in any other way.
Smart lady indeed, Sammy Joe. And Sarah said, that is wonderful. So tell us about Sky Publishing.
So Sky Publishing happened when I was trying to publish my first book. It was it was hell. I was in grad school. I spent way too much money trying to do the traditional publishing route, and then when I decided to do self-publishing, I was I did a lot of research and I learned so much about the publishing industry from how you become best-selling to metadata. And it's an array of information that if you don't have time to do, you can mess up really easily. So the publishing company is basically a boutique consulting publishing company. I can publish for you, but my goal is for you to publish it yourself with me giving you the information that is needed. So I basically walk authors through the process of publishing from their website designs with SEO to their metadata on how to publish it and put it into if you want to do Barnes and Nobles, if you want to have it on Amazon. I can teach them how to do that as well. I can do it for them. I can show them. It just depends on what they desire and their need. So that's basically what I do.
Mm. And Ruth said, do you consider yourself somewhat of a historian? And Everyday Life OCD is Chick says, how important are book reviews?
I do not consider myself a historian only because I know historians and what they do is not as deep as what I'm doing. I mean, what they do is much deeper than what I am doing. I have an historian in my family, and I mean, they do some digging. Um, and then book reviews are extremely important if you are seeking to be like on a if you're seeking to be huge, book reviews are important. If anybody want to read my book and give it a review, please do. But they are very important, especially if you want other people to read your book.
Okay. Living Out Loud said, consider this a different path will alter you who you are today. Right now, all I see is shine.
Oh, I like that. That's kind of why I paused when I said no, but I don't know. Listen.
Wel- welcome in, welcome in, Gwen Michelle. And then OCD again said, what is your favorite part of being a writer?
Telling stories. I love to like my friends used to pick on me because they asked me a question and I tell a story, and they used to be like, "Cool story, bro." Um, but telling stories, I think beyond, I think everything that we have in terms of like history today is from a story. Um, and I think it's extremely powerful tool for teaching. It's extremely powerful to connect with people. So being able to tell stories in a meaningful way, that will be able to connect. I mean, it's the best part about being a writer.
Okay, so Stay Hall is also a writer, and she said, yes, self-publishing and owning your own publishing house is so important for our community. Keep the rights to your work.
For sure. Thank you. But for sure, it's extremely important.
I say hi to Sarah Happy Hives. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? What's the most surprising thing you learned while you were writing your books?
Oh wow. If you're talking about my book, it because it's me, it's not really surprising. Um, I would say in that particular journey, it's how God communicate, honestly. He will use anything and anyone to get a message across. I felt that's kind of like something that stuck out. And then in the journey of researching for Backbone, it's like different notes of our history. Like someone went to New Orleans and I had them bring me back information regarding this tour that they went on about New Orleans and our history that's there. And one thing I interviewed them, one thing they said is think about slavery and then just think about all that you know and just know it was 10 times worse based upon the images and the imagery that he saw while he was there. So learning that piece and not wanting to focus on it, but also needing to kind of have something about it has been like something that's been hard or interesting.
The everyday life of OCD's chick. She has a question, and I kind of want to relate it to my question as well because, like I said, a lot of us are content creators. What is the best time of
Mhm.
day for you to write? So I wanted to talk to you like about time management. Like, how do you work with your day job, Sky Publishing, writing, family, all that stuff? How do you manage everything?
It's hard, but so I'm like I have a gift in administration, and so I know that with operations that I can plan very well. And someone asked me the other day something similar, and listen, I plan out every detail. Like in December, the beginning, I was texting like my friends and family, like, what's going on next year? I need dates. Are we taking
Mm,
trips? So I do a lot of planning, and that's kind of how I balance it. And then, like with my family, I'm not married or have children, but listen, my nieces and my nephews are my children. So I know their birthdays, so I just plan for that. I have weekends where I'm not being bothered, like I'm not the answers no. And learning to give a soft no is more powerful than giving a hard yes and being miserable in that particular space. And so when I learned to give a soft no, people understand it and they respect that particular boundary. And then like in a time of day when it comes to like writing my book, I put in headphones and I usually close the door, and and people know that leave me alone.
right.
And for me, I write best late at night when my thoughts are just like I'm an overthinker in general, so being able to control that piece and at nighttime is when I overthink the most. So I put on some music and then I write, and that's when like the creative part come out. That's how Phoenix got her last name Stone, because I was like, I'm about to write, and I was just writing, and the name just came on to me. So
Yeah.
yeah, at nighttime for sure.
Shout out to your comment about the soft no. We was talking yesterday actually about the volumes, about how people talk, tone,
Hmm.
all that. So I love how you said a soft no. Okay, not just a no, a soft no.
Hmm. Yeah.
Rooster said, "How do you come up with your cover art?"
I had the imagery in my head. Um, I love yellow. I feel like I look the best in yellow. So I knew I wanted a black woman in yellow with natural hair because my hair is genuinely natural. Um, and then so the title Drawing the Sky comes out the Bible, and comes out the Bible, and that happened in a conversation. But if you're like my friend, or always around me, I'm always taking pictures of the sky, especially when like the sun is going down. So I told the artist I want a beautiful sunset with a girl that's sitting around like nature, trees, and she has on a beautiful yellow dress that flows.
So you
Literally.
didn't actually make the cover art; someone else made
No,
it. Okay.
no, for sure. I'm not that talented.
OCD wanted to know the most difficult part of writing a book.
Publishing it. It's easy to write it, but the publishing part, knowing the information to publish it, and not, if you don't have like a fancy name behind you, then people just look at you like you're crazy when you come into them for particular services and help. And I mean, we live in a society where a lot of people are looking to help, but a lot of people don't really believe. Also, on the flip corner, that is collaboration isn't as im- isn't as implied as it should be. And I'm all about collab. I teach that with my entrepreneurs that I work with. Like, you need to find someone to help you. So collaboration was hard.
I just want to let you know you were speaking on an author's perspective, but you are speaking so uh in the world of being a YouTuber, content creating,
Hmm.
collaborations. We work more better, more better. We work
Together.
better, collaborating together
Hmm.
versus everybody just doing individual
Hmm.
things.
Yep.
That's my opinion.
Yep. And it's dope that you have so many people that are content creators that's on here. And I would say, like, find someone to collaborate with. You do so much more faster. And the goal isn't always to be fast, but the goal is to do. And sometimes you have to collaborate to do. And I preach that all day, every day to
Oh
anybody that come into my office.
yeah. um,
um,
do you have any advice that you would give to a first time author?
Yeah, stay true to who you are and your particular goals. So if your goal is to be a traditionally published author, stay true to that. But be careful and know your business and know your goals, and don't let no one else talk you out of them.
Amen. Living Out Loud, uh, the podcast would like to know if you want to share your age. And Sarah's Happy Hive said late night can be productive time for her also.
Late nights are beautiful. I'm 32. I'll be 33 in August.
OCD time management, put creating, writing, filming, editing, and uploading on your
On your
calendar.
calendar, yes. I will pull out my handy dandy. I have my traditional paper calendar. I have my computer calendar. I have a family shared calendar. I have so many.
Right, right. I'm with you on that. I have my daily planner. I have a dry erase board right here. We have the Google Calendar.
Hmm.
We have my family. We have a group chat. Like you said, what we doing for next summer? What family trip we're gonna take? We haven't taken no family trips in a minute,
Go
but
on a cruise.
that's what's up. Where y'all going?
No, me and my mom went in December. We went to Honduras and Mexico, but go on a cruise.
Hey, people have been trying to talk me into going too. And then I don't know what. I've never been on a cruise.
It's a time. It's a time to be had.
Okay.
It was very hard to write a synopsis of my book. I did not write my synopsis of my book. My brother wrote one, then my cousin wrote one, and I don't know if y'all heard of Fiverr.
Hmm.
But then I hired someone on Fiverr to write the last one. I don't know why I can't write a synopsis, but I'm too long-winded.
Some of us are early birds while others are night owls. I'm an early bird. When I was in corporate America, I had to be an early bird 'cause I had to get my daughter to school and a lot of, but like now, the show starts at 9:15, 9:20. I wake up at like 8.
I will say that so my brother owns a company as well as me. So
Hmm.
I will say that I am an early bird as well. So, and it's based upon like my work from home schedule. So if I'm working from home, I stayed up later. But when I have to go into the office, I get up at 4 in the morning.
Mm.
So I'm an early bird as well.
I do wake up in the middle of the night sometimes, like 3, 4 o'clock, and I was like, well, I'm woke. I might as well do a little, be productive.
Hmm.
More, better, let's just together. Oh, okay. work,
More better,
work
let's
better
just see.
together. Okay. Mo better. Mo-
More better. That's my song. I heard it's a song called More Better. I like that song too.
what else do you enjoy doing besides writing?
I like skating. Um, I fell a couple of weeks ago, so I haven't skating around in a while. And honestly, I'm huge on my family. My people be sick of me. They ask me what I'm doing with my nieces, my nephews. So I'm really huge on like quality time with like my loved ones. Um, I love to cook. I'm a great cook. I just made steamed Jamaican steamed fish last Friday for my family that they love. So I'm a great cook. Like I am a great cook.
I believe you said your
Yellow.
favorite color is yellow. Yeah. That's
Mm-hmm.
great questions. Great questions.
Yellow and blush pink.
Oh, blush pink. See, I love all shades of pink.
See, I don't like hot pink. It's not a thing
Ooh.
for me.
In my 20s, I was all about the neon pink and the hot pink. My nails and my toes had to be hot pink and stuff. That was my go-to.
Really?
Now that I'm older, I'm not so much, but
Not so much. I can feel it. When I was in, I want to say high school, my cousin, wife, she came and she redid my bedroom, and she did it. I wasn't hot pink, but it was close to hot pink and blue, and that's why pink is my favorite color is because of her, because of the way she decorated my room.
please tell Big Rooster you a Virgo.
Yeah.
Are you really?
How do you know? Yeah. August 26th.
Team Virgo is in the house.
That is hilarious.
I guess he felt the vibe. Me and Big Rooster are Virgo, so we all and it's another lady named Kicking It with the Roots. So we're always preaching like Virgo gang, Virgo gang.
Oh, well, hey, welcome me to the family.
Let's see. Is there any place on your bucket list to visit?
Yeah, for sure. I want to do Switzerland so I can do the Swiss train through like the mountains and the snow. And I want to do the continent of Africa, as many countries as possible.
Okay, that's awesome. OCD, you ask the best questions. Indeed. Love Fiverr. I've been told about Fiverr. I haven't used it.
Oh, listen, resource, use it.
Big Rooster's the early bird as well. Let's see. This my favorite purchase last.
I put my entire my brother uses it, my mom uses it. Whenever I speak to entrepreneurs, I'd be like, you need to use Fiverr. I use it.
I be telling people so much. I'm so overwhelmed. Everybody's always like Fiverr, Miss T, Fiverr. Okay, okay. Do you see
It's
a cookie
great.
in your future?
I see. Okay. Yes, but I also want like a pan line.
Hey,
I want like the whole thing in my future when it comes to cooking. I want a decor line. I want all of it. I do want a cookbook for sure, and I want a cookbook that's me, but also includes like all of my aunts as well, because like my staple recipes that people always beg me to ask to cook, it's a recipe that my aunt gave me.
see, again, this is what like most of the time I'm like trying to help and encourage other content creators to grow and stuff. Uh, I love YouTube. Love it. I would like to use this as a stepping stone, eventually get like a tea line or, coffee brand, something like that. Tumblers,
Hmm.
because I'm always using tumblers. I love tumblers.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't just be stagnant in one spot. Like it's always
Oh
great
no.
to grow.
It's variations to people, and like I honestly had to not do that to myself is like I enjoy so like I love politics. I love
Mm,
education. I love entrepreneurship. I love writing. I love storytelling. I love designing. I love cooking. There's so many pieces to who I am as a woman that I've put myself in the box and told myself to just do one thing, and I'm at this space like I I can do that. And it takes stepping stones, but at some point I will do everything that I see myself doing.
Hmm. I see. I foresee it. Your demeanor is so refreshing. You are such a bright light and vibrant spirit.
Oh,
And
I'm
OCD
gonna
loves
cry.
you as
Thank
well.
you.
Oh, don't cry here. Don't cry. The whole everybody in the audience is gonna be crying.
It'll be happy tears, I promise.
How did you know that? And Virgos are the best. Sarah, Joe, you a Virgo too?
Oh
Grand
yeah.
Rising Drill. Team Virgo, gang, gang, gang. Yes, she did say August.
Yep, August 26th.
Fiber is the jam! Explanation point. Get it all along. Get it all done with quality and not break the bank.
For sure.
Uh, hope you're well. Do you look at smoke? Oh, sorry. Smoking and grilling with AB. He's a great cook with many. Uh, oh, that may give you some ideas.
Oh yeah, I will listen. I want a smoker. I don't know how to smoke, but I love smoking. Like I love smoked turkeys.
Oh, that is bomb. I love smoked turkey. I love
Mm.
politics as well. Your birthday is 2 days before Big Rooster's birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, everybody, the Virgos are coming out.
Come on, Virgos. Michael Jackson is a Virgo. Beyonce is a Virgo.
Okay,
Kiki
me.
Palmer is a Virgo. We are in great company, people.
Okay, we are awesome people indeed. I think being a Virgo is for me. I'm a September Virgo, September
Mm.
2nd,
Oh,
and
okay. You and my sister-in-law have the same birthday.
I am definitely a go getter. I know what I want. Uh,
Mm-hmm. And you
driven.
bossy.
Yeah, yeah. I don't intend to be on purpose. It's just like I'm
Mm-hmm.
direct. I like to use the word direct.
Mm-hmm.
But some people kind of
Yeah.
like went behind the bush and kind of shy and stuff. I'm just like, hey.
I see. I think I'm that kind of. I don't think I'm. I think I'm direct, but I do it in a very like gentle, very gentle way. And it's only because I work with students and they are very
Mm.
gentle.
See, that's why I'm working with Stay Hall on the soft skills, the tonnage.
No, yeah. I mean, you can. I used to tell my staff that you can say anything with your tone. It's all with your tone, baby. You can say anything that you need to say if you have good intentions, and if you have a great tone.
And then my facial expressions in my head like, what what are you talking about? What are you
Now, see, that's where I need to work on because my facial expressions will tell you if I'm confused, if I'm just not. It'll tell you so much.
okay? Living out the podcast said invest buy a small smoker.
That's
Uh
a good idea.
what? Libras? Where did that come from? This is why me and Sammy Joe love each other. We are a week apart. Uh see, my hubby is a Virgo, 9/12. So I
uh,
gotta love y'all. Gotta love us. Wow.
with everyone that's in the chat, would they be leaving like their at names so I can go follow them?
Uh okay. Like you want to like their names or their channels.
I'll just go look for their then whatever they're coming. I look for the name that they're coming with.
Okay. See, we were talking about Virgos and Libras and everybody else start coming out. I don't know, Nikki. Y'all might be a close second. Yes, that tone is very important. And I know yesterday we was talking like I'm a person who talks with excitement. If I'm like really digging the
Mhm.
conversation, I get loud. I'm like all up
Mhm.
in it and stuff like that. And some people take that as like back up, Miss T. So
Yeah.
that's why I say I'm working on my soft skills. Because some people
Nah.
don't know how to take me.
Yeah. And I can low key say the same, but it only happens when I talk about politics. I
Oh
get
no.
so like riled up. In our household, we like everyone's a debater, and so it's like I got the facts.
Well, if you got the facts, you got the facts, girl.
Sure.
Smoked meat is so delicious. That is true. Y'all the best. You need some. Oh, y'all the best until someone pisses y'all off. My father's a Libra, and both our birthdays are in September, but he's the end of September, and we're
End
like
of
totally
September.
different. Takes a lot to get through. Sarah's happy. I loves talking about bees. That's a fact. That is a definite fact.
They scare me. Not like deathly scare me, but South Carolina is just dangerous.
You know, I have to give the bee community their props because Sarah, she told me she's been stung plenty of times, and you know that's her passion. I was like, let me get stung twice. Like, you know
One
what?
land, one land on me, and I'm having a conniption. I'm running everywhere.
I'm
So
like, I'm done
props
with this.
for sure. Thank y'all because they are very important to our society and our ecosystem. So thank you for what you do.
Right. Uh, if your aunts will be included in your cookbook, which ain't had the best recipe? Oh, which aunt had the best recipe?
You trying to get me shot? No, I actually asked this in our family cousins and in our family cousin chat. And I stood on business. So I have this Aunt Willie, Aunt Pearl, and she does not cook the most, but like every recipe from my green beans to my dressing, she is the best cook. I'm sorry, Aunt Rose. I'm sorry, Auntie Mary. I'm sorry, Mom.
I think
But
everybody in here has an Aunt Rose. I know Sunshine has an Aunt Rose. I have an Aunt Rose.
mm-hmm. Auntie Rose is the oldest, and she's very
Mhm.
fiery. Auntie Pearl is the calm storm. Auntie Mary is a sanctified gangster. But I'm sorry, Auntie Rose, Auntie Mary, Mommy. You know I tell you you can't cook like your sisters. But Auntie Pearl for sure.
Hold
I
on,
mean,
who's the sanctified gangster again?
Auntie Mary.
Oh, that is
But Auntie
hilarious.
Pearl for sure.
They think you're a flower when they land on you. Okay.
Hmm.
Favorite
Oh.
Thanksgiving dish?
Um, I would say the trifecta, the dressing, the yams, and the macaroni and cheese. Only at Thanksgiving though. I don't really eat macaroni and cheese outside of
What?
Thanksgiving. Yeah, and this is the thing. This is the problem. I don't eat macaroni and cheese because my cousins and my brothers used to make me cook it all the time.
Mm.
So now I don't like to cook it, and now I don't like to eat it. And I'm almost getting there with dressing. They're about to start on the dressing, but the
What?
trifecta, yeah.
Okay.
They want me to. It's the longest process. Like my dressing takes 2 days to make it.
It is a long process for dressing.
It's a long process. It's a fun process, and I love to do the do's, but they just want it all the time.
So, what's on your Thanksgiving plate?
Um, the trifecta, the macaroni, the candy yams, the dressing, then my collard greens, and then some smoked turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so then on my second plate will be the pasta salad.
The cold plate.
Will be the pasta salad, the deviled eggs.
Mm.
I don't know why we need sweet potatoes, candy yams, and sweet potato souffle, but the sweet potato souffle is there. So that's on mine.
Okay, I do. I be having my cold plate with the deviled eggs and potato salad and stuff. I need the turkey, uh,
Mhm.
dressing, macaroni, and collards. I can do without the
Mhm.
yams, the sweet candy yams, and oh, and a little slither, not too much of the cranberry.
Yeah, I don't do the cranberry sauce.
Girl, are we connected? Or who are we? You don't really do macaroni? Yeah.
I tell you, and it's only because I cooked it so much, and I don't like it. Like I used to love it, but not anymore. But I try to make homemade cranberry sauce one year, and my family was so mad at me.
I have one aunt left. She throws down, but her sister's cooking was the bomb. My grandma used to, boy, her food was delicious. Dressing or
Hmm.
stuffing? Dressing for me.
Dressing for me too.
uh, Let those ingredients marinate, okay? My mama be like, okay, we gotta get the bread, we gotta crumble it, we gotta cut up the onions and celery, we gotta simmer it. I'm like, oh my
Hmm.
god, I just want to eat.
See, and the thing is, I don't like waiting for the turkey to cook for my turkey broth, and I don't like people seasoning the turkey with all these weird stuff. I need to control my taste of my dressing, so I make my own turkey broth the day before. So it's a process.
Hey, J.K. Gardner. Let's see. Thanks. I wanted to make sure I understood. I appreciate it. Okay, well, we're a little behind as usual. Don't sleep on fried turkey is delicious.
Listen, my cousin Don, that man make a mean fried turkey.
We're making Sarah hungry. Now wait a minute. You said you were a great cook. Can you email me some mac and cheese?
The recipe. The amount of text messages that I like, one cousin asked me a week ago, "Can you send me the black eyed pea recipe?" Like, sure, I sure can. I don't mind.
Like I love my beans and stuff. Black eyed peas is probably like my least favorite. I'll still eat them. I had
Hmm.
an ex boyfriend whose mother made some the best sweet black eyed peas, and she like Liz. Look, I don't even know if she's still alive. I just want to go over there and just like, excuse me.
Can I have that recipe, please?
Are you making? You happen to be making any black eyed peas anytime soon?
I got some in that cabinet that I might make this weekend for sure.
Yeah,
I
I don't
like
want.
black eyed peas.
I don't. I'm not like a huge fan, but like for Thanksgiving, I had just a slither of cranberry.
I don't think I've actually ever tried the cranberry sauce. I think I've never tried it before because I don't like the texture of Jello, and it reminds me of Jello.
You don't like Jello. You burnt out on macaroni. You almost about to kick dressing to the side. Lord have mercy.
I'm sorry.
Cajun fried turkey will get respect in these
Mm,
streets. That sounds delicious.
it is very delicious. I've had.
Uh, fa- Favorite house chore?
Favorite house chore, not so favorite. Favorite house chore, folding clothes and doing laundry. Least favorite is cleaning the bathroom. I had three older brothers. Yuck.
Mm, mm.
Yuck.
When the cook loves what they do, it shows up in the food. That is a fact.
And see, that's why I be annoyed when they want me to make the same things over because I want to cook y'all something else.
That's when you cook your staple dish and then you bring something else. You just cook
Like
more.
last Friday, I made Jamaican steamed fish for my brother, his wife, and my mom and their children. And they're like, they didn't even know how to take the fish off the bones. I cooked the meal and I deboned the fish for everybody.
My sister makes fun of me because she eats like the whole fish and all the bones and
The
stuff. I'm
Yeah,
like, give me the fillet.
I had to get the fish head cut off for them because
Mm.
they was having a heart attack about the fish head. I was like, y'all.
Risa said, do the smoked turkey legs first when you learn how to smoke.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
Okay. Deshaun on the track. She keeps cutting dishes. Ain't nobody gonna want to come on for Thanksgiving. Ain't gonna be nothing left. Ain't no macaroni. Ain't no.
I'm gonna make them. I'm just gonna eat me a bowl of cereal on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh Lord, not the cereal.
Fruit Loops to be exact.
Well, we do have a content creator who lives off of cereal, like literally.
Wow. I couldn't do it.
Cranberry sauce is a hella good in your dressing. Can't get enough of it.
I'm gonna try it next year. This
She
year.
don't. She don't like Jello. She don't. Uh, I had to clean the bathrooms growing up. I'm so over it. I never had brothers, but I have a
Mm,
daughter, and like she does hair, and then I'll be trying to do my hair. Hair is all up in the bathroom, 24/7. That's my least
yeah.
favorite.
Listen, but growing up with brothers, man.
I couldn't even imagine. What's
Three
up,
of them.
gigs? Can you tell the ingredients for the fish?
Yeah, so the vegetables were like was pumpkin, okra, celery, onions, those the seasoning, garlic, and then the fish seasoning was cock seasoning, the Jamaican cock seasoning, fish
How's that
seasoning,
spelled?
allspice,
COKK?
COCK.
Okay.
And then it was like onion powder, garlic powder, and that was basically it.
Hmm. Okay.
It was real simple.
GC's.
Um, no, I don't know. I mean, I honestly, when I got done writing this book, I was surprised that my brothers didn't come up more in like what was being pushed in the book. Um, because my oldest brother basically raised me. My middle brother, he's like the middle child that left the house early, and then that's the one that was shot. But I
Mm,
don't know. And then the one that I'm closest in age to, like we were caregivers with we took care of my grandmother before she passed. So we are extremely close in that way. But I don't surprisingly come up more, but I don't think so. My brothers are like my everything. I love them.
So, Living Out Loud podcast would like to know your thoughts about marriage. And I was on Living My Best Life at 60s channel yesterday. The weather for night, but this is something totally different. So she said she finally figured it out. I'm going to be getting a hold of you so I can figure that out as well. So, how do you feel about marriage?
um, it's nothing to play with. I do want to get married. I was actually engaged last year.
Mm,
Um, didn't get married, but I was engaged. But no, I want to get married. It's nothing to play with. It's scary, and it's a decision that you really have to go in with your eyes open and making sure that you're in the will, make sure that I'm in the will of God in doing that, and whoever I choose to marry. But yeah, definitely want to get married. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's an ordained thing, but it's nothing to play with. It's nothing to just do to have a wedding. I want to have a long lasting marriage. So I'm going to go into it with my eyes open, knowing that I'm in good hands.
okay, good answer. Sweet Thumb said, do a good gumbo for Thanksgiving and you're done. Bam.
I actually made seafood gumbo a couple of weeks ago. My brother loved it.
See, I wouldn't mind seafood gumbo. It sounds delicious, but I'm not with the crawfish. I'm not really big on lobster.
Hmm
Just give me shrimp and crab legs. Yeah.
I only put shrimp and crab legs in mine because I don't know how to eat the crawfish. I've been taught many a times, but it's too much work, and I'm not. No, I just
Okay.
can't.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Is the piece of crawfish only like this big? Be doing all that work?
Mhm.
Definitely
Mhm.
not work. At least with the crab leg, you get like a long little piece or something like.
For
Mm-mm.
sure. My favorite genre to read, probably mystery, because I like to be drawn into like the story.
You got your
That's
amen to that.
very important.
Uh, if marriage prenup, if marriage prenup and have your finances in order for you, protect yourself from experience here.
Actually, I had this conversation. I told y'all my master's is community and economic development, so we talked about prenups and stuff in my social policy class. And it's actually more important for people who do not have resources yet to have a prenup. So I do plan on doing that because you don't know what's going to happen in the future. Just look at Jeff Bezos, for example.
Okay. Love a good murder mystery. What's up to
Listen,
Cali King? And do you like Star Wars?
no. No, I've seen them all, but I've never gotten into them. Um, I'm more on like the Hunger Games, and this is very old, but this is like one of the first real books that I remember turning into a movie that I was like obsessed, and it was Twilight. So I read the books and saw the movies, and then also Game of Thrones. It's like I love Game of Thrones.
So I'm gonna jump and skip. We're gonna answer all these. So, you like Star Trek? My dad used to make. I like the original Captain Kirk and
Mm-hmm.
them Spock. When they revamped it and kept doing all that other stuff, I didn't like it anymore. Sorry, I've been working. I may have missed this question. Do you have an audio book?
No, I do not, but I do plan on doing one in the future.
Okay. How you feel about Star Trek?
Oh, it's not a thing. It's not
Nope,
a
not
thing for
Game of
me.
Thrones. She does not have a YouTube channel as of yet, but she's gonna try to come back and check everybody's channel. Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, like all these people are content creators.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
I
I don't
will
know.
go back and look at them and add them for sure.
I took my daughters to go see Twilight. Hello, Miss
Mm-hmm.
K. Renee. K. Renee loves Game of Thrones.
Ooh, it's so good.
Carrie, wishing you strength, courage, and wisdom for all of your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Star Trek movies are awesome.
I be trying. I can't do it.
Let's go back before we wrap up because it's almost 11 o'clock. So, do you plan on doing a YouTube channel in the future?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to. I'm not sure. So what I wanted to do TikTok. And I want to do a storytelling TikTok. So I plan on starting that like very soon. It's supposed to be started. It's supposed to start in January, but life has been life. But I want to do a storytelling TikTok where I tell like everyday stories about what's happening in the world and in my life. For sure.
Geeky nerd. Girl, it's close enough, okay? They be on me. Now let me ask you this. Two questions actually. I think they know what one of the questions is gonna be. Okay, so A, have you had breakfast yet?
No.
Okay. B, Android or iPhone?
Is that really like a
It's the thing.
question? It's iPhone.
Boom, guess who stepped in the room?
I am. Listen, I have iPhone, MacBook. Listen, the whole family. I want an iTV. I want all of that.
Oh, you done shook some nerves. Let me clutch my little piece of pearl.
We have this debate in my family too. I just really want my brother to and my mom to get rid of their Android, messing up the group chat.
Okay, it's totally different. It looks totally different when Androids be in the group chat. Trying to get us to leave early today. TikTok is a hard sale, but I love it.
This is I hear that. I don't know, but we shall see.
Uh, yes, to the iPhones. Yes, yes. Oh goodness, here we go, Miss T. Here we go, indeed. Women Virgos love iPhones.
It
Ooh,
just makes more sense to me. I got my Apple. Look, listen. I'm an Apple woman.
I'm just waiting on clutching of the pearls. Okay, I knew Rooster had something to say.
I'm a Delta. I don't clutch pearls.
Oh, okay, okay, my bad.
Just kidding.
I think Alvin has like 20 iPhones over there.
Wow.
Yeah, he's always like, "Let me get my other phone. Let me go get this phone. I got a new phone, Miss T." I'm like, okay, baller. We have a lot of cookers, crafters, gamers, and gardeners. What are the hobbies?
Is that
Yeah,
for me?
yeah, I think so. What
Okay.
hobbies you have?
Skating, dancing. I said cooking already. I said skating too. I would say dancing, and honestly, that's probably reading, but I don't see that as a hobby. That's just something I like to do. But yeah. I try to craft. I wish I was more of a crafter. And I do want to have, I see the garden people that's on here. I can't wait to buy a house because it has to come with some land so I can have my own garden.
Okay.
And I want a Honeycrisp apple tree in the backyard.
Ooh, those are the bomb. I like those apples.
The
Uh,
best apples.
well, that's what Frugal Mama said. I don't want to be up in y'all's group chat anyway. Oh, let me see. Oh, it just jumped on me. My bad. Apparoni.
Apparoni. That's hilarious.
Recommend for everybody to take up golf and your
I actually
favorite.
just had a conversation with someone yesterday about teaching the business of golf.
Really?
Hmm.
Hmm. Favorite city to visit or
Oh,
state?
Atlanta, for sure. I used to live in
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yes, Atlanta has a horrible rap, but I love Atlanta. And I tell people, if you go with me to Atlanta, you're going to love Atlanta too.
I've been in and out of Atlanta a lot in 2023, and it's just so busy. Like, ugh,
Well, I currently live in Charlotte, so I'm kind of used to it. But when I tell people, I used to live in Atlanta, and I lived in Midtown, I lived in downtown, and I lived in Southwest.
I
And
can't.
I don't know, I didn't have the experience of like the traffic because I was intentional about where I lived. But I love Atlanta. It makes me so happy when I'm there.
You lost sunshine when you said Atlanta. You have you. She was with you for a minute.
I'm sorry, Sunshine, but if you go with me to Atlanta, you'll have a good time. I have not been to Canada, but I did. I lived in Detroit for like a summer, and I used to look at it all the time.
Yeah, the traffic in Atlanta.
I don't know if any of you been to Charlotte, but this Charlotte traffic is right there with it.
Have you ever been to New York? And then I'm so glad I had my soil sister with me because I would never drive in New York. Never.
I'm so I tell people I've never been to New York, but I've actually been to New York when I was a little girl. I remember the city, I remember being there, but I don't really remember the experience of New York. So I keep
Mhm.
telling people like I have to redo New York.
Mm.
So I didn't experience like Times Square. My cousin lived in New York. He worked for Sony, and we were there to pick him up.
uh, left my mark every golf course I played. Okay. Uh, you like the '80s
Okay.
music?
Oh my God. So yes, I went on a cruise in December, and the cruise for some reason kept having like a bunch of 80 themed events. And I did like the 80 theme like live show. I went to like the 80s like dance glow in the dark situation. And I was like sitting there and I was like, I have to go tell my mom I'm sorry because the 80s had some really great music. I'm like, yeah, they got us beat. Yeah, so yes, I love 80s.
Yeah, Charlotte is definitely beautiful. Charlotte traffic is busy too.
Yes, it is.
Ain't no traffic in California. Really? Are you sure about that? I have a love hate for New York. I love to visit. Doubt if I would live there. That's me, sunshine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go plan that for this summer.
Let's see. I have a great blessed day. I will see y'all in these YouTube streets. Most
See you
definitely.
later.
Chat is just flowing. That's what I'm saying. Have you been to Chicago?
Yes, I actually have been to Chicago. It was a great time. We went in April, I want to say, and it was very cold. But I ate at Batters and Berries, best French toast I've ever had in my life,
So I guess
and
you're
lamb
welcome.
chops.
Carol says she'll cook for you in Chicago and Broad Street. Said you're welcome to come to Boston. And I want to thank Big Bro, Resilient Dad, always coming through, showing some love.
The
Trying to,
person from Boston, I was actually born in Springfield, Massachusetts, and my dad is from Boston. He lives there today. My grandmother is there. My aunts are there. My uncle is there. My uncles, everyone is there from my dad's side.
Wow, Rooster was nice all day. Now he's talking about Carol. Don't nobody want to hang out with you. Wow. Yes, thank you so much, Brazilian Dad. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Oh wow, indeed. That was cruel. Nobody want to hang with you, Carol. Y'all have any other questions? It's going on 10:30, 11 o'clock. I don't know if anybody else goes live today.
It was just fun for those that's still on. Thanks. This was really fun. I
Yeah,
really enjoyed myself.
we still have 35 people in here. So just
Oh,
to
okay,
okay. If you guys are interested in a book, it will be personally signed.
yeah. By me.
Okay.
I want my fingers to be like this when I'm done.
24 hours and counting. What's going on in 24 hours? Great guest. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, today is Thursday. Yeah, it's yeah. Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. Miss Shirley, the OG Gardener, she's so close to getting her watch time hours for monetization. Dog, let me see. Are you left-handed?
Nope. I wish I was like the what's the
Multi,
ambidextrous,
yeah.
but I'm right-handed.
Woke up late. Glad I caught up with you today. Oh, thank you, Sarah, and thank you for referring me to she's time to time sends me over to the Beehive community and let me know when people are going live in her community as well for me to check them out and stuff. And they're awesome people over there. I'm learning all different types of honey and crystallization and all
See, I
kinds.
would like to know that part of the experience. I don't want to be with the bees part, but I want to know like the different honeys and because I love honey, so I would. That's interesting.
Okay. So yeah, like I'm like you. I'm like new to the bee community. So like they when they be talking and they're like in their own world and stuff and they know what they're talking about. And I'm just kind of like, excuse me, what
Hello,
is that? What can you explain that please? Because I don't know.
hello, hello.
I'm so late. We'll catch the replay. Hello, panel guest and Miss T. This is Miss Carrie
Hello,
Bovill. There we go.
hello there.
I missed the info of the book. Can we get a quick recap?
Yep. Alright, so the book is even when you say info where you can get it, you can get it on www.carrieboville.com. And it's about my life story of being born to two drug addicted parents, God, family, sex, and love. And it's mostly about redemption and how to get over. You can find it at, again, www.carrieboville.com.
And yes, Mr. Broadstreet, I am left-handed all day, every day.
I think my niece is going to be left handed.
Oh, we enjoyed letting us get to know you. Said Sammy Joe all the way in Nova Scotia.
Oh, wow. Hi, that's so crazy. Hey, Miss Sammy Joe.
Real quick, what's the best zodiac? What's that number one zodiac sign?
There you go.
Uh, okay, five
Mhm,
famous
mhm.
people.
It would be one Michelle Obama, Oprah Winfrey. Um,
Yes.
just because I just watched his documentary, Tyler Perry. Um, and then Beyonce.
Beyonce. Well, if you have Beyonce, you
Beyonce.
gotta have Jay-Z, I guess. I don't know.
Well, they come as a package deal, so I don't have to waste an extra dinner. And then I would say, um, that fifth person. I don't know. I would say Obama, but he's gonna come with
Michelle.
Michelle, so I
Right.
get a 2 for 1. Oprah, Tyler Perry, um,
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Uh,
Now watch, as
trying
soon as we
to
get off the live, you're gonna be like, that's the fifth one.
that's the one. I'm trying to think.
What are you thinking? Passionately intrigued. If you purchase a book on her website, she signs each one.
Yep. So that's the goal. So if you purchase on my website, my goal is to sign every last one of them. Um, I don't know who that fifth person would be. I have so many names fishing in my head, but I don't want to choose one. I don't want to choose one.
But can write left hand at second grade level.
Oh, I know who it would be. It would be in today's time, it would be the creator of Grey's Anatomy.
Oh wow. Okay.
What is her name?
I never watched Grey's Anatomy. Heard about it.
Oh, I can't think of her name because Sharon M. Draper is in my head, and her name starts with S.
My name, well, see, Sunshine has a 21st birthday. Oh,
Oh, happy birthday!
watch your mouth. Oprah is in some deep stuff these days. I've been seeing her in these streets too.
That's unfortunate.
Buddha. What's up, Buddha? Lefty's running my family too. I have aunties and cousins.
Mm, I wish.
Say, Miss T. Okay. Thank you for dropping that link. There it is right there.
Thank you.
Is it the services on there also at the end?
So the services part. So no, that's basically if you want to book me for something. Yeah. But
Oh,
you can
okay.
still get it. That's the website.
Okay. Paul McCartney, no surprise for me.
Oh, that's a good one.
Uh, do you use particular software when writing a book? Good question.
Yep. Google Docs because it's saved as you go. I didn't have to worry about losing it at any point. Chandra Rhymes, thank you.
Don't
Thank you
let,
so much.
yeah, stay hall, the other author in the live. She's up here helping you out. Don't let your left hand know what the right hand is doing. Oh.
You gotta say what my mama be saying. Yes, thank you.
There go Buddha answering.
Chandra Rhymes is a goat when it comes to writing.
I want to stay until she, those African girls that went, her school disappeared are.
So when I say Oprah, it's because of this how she owned her show. She was big on ownership in her early career.
Right. Well, I guess that's it on the questions. Thank you again for coming in.
Thanks for having me. This is so much fun.
Okay, hold on. What you plan on having for breakfast? And then what about Ava DuVernay? Uh-oh.
A goat, yes, for sure. Would love to have dinner with her. And then what I plan on having for breakfast, I honestly have no idea. I'm drinking tea. So who knows?
Nope, not. I have no idea what I'm having for breakfast either. Like, I know.
I probably just have a boiled egg and some toast.
Oh, wow. I might scramble some eggs or something. I don't think I have a meat. I've been like doing the, like, not intentionally, the vegan lifestyle. Or
That's like
vegetarian, not vegan. Yeah.
that's like someone I know that said they went natural by accident.
Okay. Ain't
They-
nothing defrosted.
Speaking, I need to defrost something for dinner too.
Okay. Favorite old school singer.
Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey,
Ooh.
Anita Baker, um, Betty White.
Thank you, Sarah. We'll see you tomorrow. Bossy said it's an awesome live stream as well. Shauna's great, but how about it? Oh, okay. Yeah, we just had that person pop up.
Yep,
Oh,
Ava DuVernay. Hmm.
what am I gonna eat? I guess it's a vegetarian omelet here. I have the spinach leaves and stuff.
Oh, I can have a smoothie. I think I'm gonna have a smoothie.
Regina and Mickey. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to make my omelet
Reg,
listen to old school music.
Regina Bell. Everybody, honestly, we grew up with the big tall speakers, and my mom used to play like from the Earth, Wind, and Fire to.
Oh
My
yeah,
mom played everybody.
I love Whitney Houston. You got throwing that Sade also.
She just had a birthday, and I love Sade. And there's a new singer, Snow Allegra, who gives Sade vibes, who is just,
Mm,
oh my lord, so great.
I'm gonna check them out. She still looks good to this day. I'm like,
She's
wow.
so beautiful.
My stomach is like, Miss T, if you don't end this interview. Oh, so thank you again for coming in. Let me see what are we talking about tomorrow. What are we talking about tomorrow? Do 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 do. Okay, Diamond Life is a classic album.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. New Year's. What? How are you guys gonna? What kind of plans you guys have for your channel? Since, like I said, a lot of us are content creators, stepping up the notch a little bit, doing something different with your channels. Yeah. What's the TikTok again? Carrie B.
Yep, everything is that all of my socials is the same, and it is I am Carrie B.
I only do that to our people, Sunshine. I don't do that to the guests. Yeah, I don't do that to the guests. I will straight like people be talking. I say, look, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And they still be like, and another thing. Bloop. The live stream is over. So girl, enjoy your egg and your toast. Thank you for hanging out with us. And a few people will be purchasing some books. And yes, we will see you on these TikTok streets. Now she's trying to
Thanks
get
for
her
having
hand.
me.
How? Oh, she's trying to get her hand to be like this by the end of this. By the end of the day today.
Hmm. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. Doing the laundry. Miss Charlotte, she was still here. I do. Like I interviewed Call Me Mr. Broad Street, State Hall. Where you been? Where you been at though? I'm not messing with Big Rooster. He's starting the cluckery. I think he puts cluckery in his coffee every morning, and then he's just like, oh goodness. But anyways, peace and love, everybody. We'll catch you out here in these streets. Thank you again.
Bye.
Bye bye. Uh oh, let me see. Boop.